What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a prediction video today for Mewtwo, the genetic Pokemon. It is by far the most powerful Pokemon in this game. Most powerful Pokemon by far. It's not even close. What's crazy is I think the time we get is actually close to another Pokemon's time, even though the stats are way, way better and everything about it's way better. So let's go ahead and check out the stats of this Pokemon, this powerful, psychic, slow growth rate Pokemon. That the growth rate really isn't going to have an effect on this playthrough. It's one of the few times it won't. But let's go and go over the stats. HP is 106, 110 is attack, 90 is defense, 154 special, which covers attack and defense in Gen 1, and speed is 130. So the speed of 130, we're going to critical hit about a quarter of the time. So 25% of the time, we're going to critical hit. Special 154 is the highest in the game. It covers attack and defense, so we're going to hit hard. And a lot of our moves that are stab are special, so we're going to be hitting so hard. It bears repeating how fast we're going to destroy Pokemon. This will probably be one of the most boring videos, by the way, because you're going to hear nothing but one-hit knockout, one-hit knockout, one-hit knockout. So to the best of my ability, I'm going to try to not be on level with everything else. I'm going to try to be a little bit below, so we're going to try to do this not on minimum battles per se, but very few battles. So you're going to see me skip a lot more battles than I would usually do in a playthrough. So keep that in mind because of that. Defense is 90. That's not going to be a big deal. If we don't get hit, our defense is kind of pointless. We're not going to get hit very often. But 90 is our defense. It is our worst stat. Attack is 110. Physical, it's not bad. It's pretty good. We're going to have a physical attack to counter some things. So that will help us. And HP is 106, which again doesn't really matter if we don't get hit a lot. So, very good stats, the best combination of stats in the game. We do not have special defense of 90, so we're looking at 590 base stats, a base stat total. It's incredibly powerful. And let's go ahead and look at the moveset for this Pokemon. So, anything past what says 1 next to it, we're probably not going to use. So, we start with Confusion. It's a 50 base power, 75% accurate move with, or 75 base power move with Stab. And then 100% accurate, 25 power points. Get through a lot of the game without having to heal. Disable, we probably won't even use, but we start the game with that as well. Swift will probably be used just as an extra move. And Psychic is a 90 base power. With Stab, it's 135 base power, 100% accurate, 10 power points. Confusion and Psychic both work with our special stat. So not only they stab, but they go off our best stats, so they are extremely powerful to have with this Pokemon, and we start the game with both of these moves. Barrier is a defensive move we will not use because we will not get to level 63. We can learn Psychic again if we had to delete it, but even if we did delete it, I do have the TM for Psychic we can use if we need to, so I doubt I'll need to delete it. Recover, at level 70, not going to use. Miss, not going to use. And Amnesia. Amnesia would be pretty nice for the Elite Four just to be safe, but we're not going to use those either. So that's our TM level up moveset. We're not going to level up and get anything, so we don't have to worry about that part of the game. It's going to actually save us a lot of time, not have to worry about level up and skipping over moves or whatever. But we do have an extensive TM moveset, not quite as good as Mew. Mew literally gets every TM in the game, so you can formulate around that a very good strategy. But we do get a lot of TMs in the game. So one of the first few ones we get is Mega Punch. It'll probably replace Disable or Water Gun replace Disable, one of the two. We're going to hang on to Confusion and Psychic as long as possible because they're stab moves and they're very powerful. And there's no point in getting something else. And they both work with our best stat. So Mega Punch may replace Disable just so we have a physical damaging move. Toxic, Mega Kick we're not going to use. Toxic we're not going to use. Body Slam will probably be our primary physical damaging move because we can get access to it pretty early. SSN, we'll get it, add it, and that'll be our physical damaging move for the rest of the game. A Takedown and Double Edge. Double Edge could possibly be used, but I doubt it. Takedowns are not going to be used at all. Water Gun and Bubble Beam are possibilities because Water Gun and Bubble Beam give us the ability to have some type coverage so we don't have to waste power points on some minuscule Pokemon like a Geodude or something like that. So Water Gun can help us with like rock Pokemon. Bubble Beam can do that too to make it so we're not wasting Confusion power points. So that may be the main reason why we add it, but it's not that important to have. Ice Beam probably be used later in the game. It'll be very effective in the Elite Four. So Ice Beam will be very good. Eventually, Confusion will phase itself out, and our primary attacking move will be Psychic. but Ice Beam will work very well. I can literally look at this and tell you what our in-game moveset is, but let me go over all the moves first. Ice Beam in Blizzard does the same thing. It's just less accurate but more powerful. Hyper Beam not going to use, Payday not going to use, Submission, Counter, and Seismic. All three of those moves will not be used, but it is good that we had access to this in case we had like a lesser moveset. Rage won't be used, Solar Beam won't be used, Thunderbolt will be used because Thunderbolt gives us great type coverage. So, yeah, there's some things we got to come across, like Water-type Pokemon that have high special, that Psychic's not going to do super good against. Thunderbolt will be a great counter to that, so that'll be very useful. Ice Beam will be very good for Dragon types, they're not weak to Psychic, so that's where Ice Beam's going to come in handy. Thunderbolt's 95 base power, 100% accurate. Again, this, Ice Beam, Bubble Beam, all of them work with our special stat, so, you know, utilizing the most we can out of that special stat. We also get access to Thunder, which we're not going to use. Psychic, we already get it via level up. It's just a TM we get. Mimic, Double Team. Mimic might be used for the badge boost. I don't think we will because I don't know what move we're going to have to delete to use it. But Mimic possibly could be used for the badge boost. Double Team, Reflect, Bide won't be used. Metronome won't be used. Self-Destruct won't be used. Fire Blast won't be used. Skull Bash will not be used. Rest possibly could be used, but probably not. Thunder Wave, Psy Wave, Tri-Attack, all of them will not be used. Substitute, Strength, and Flash will not be used. So looking at this Pokemon, you can pretty much pinpoint the endgame moveset. You're looking at Psychic, Thunderbolt, Ice Beam, Body Slam. That seems to be the best case scenario. And pretty much anything you face late is you have something for something. You have something to counter everything you face. You go up against Lorelei, Thunderbolt will pretty much sweep her entire team. You go up against Bruno, Psychic will sweep his entire team. You go up against Agatha, Psychic will sweep her entire team. You go up against Lance. You got Thunderbolt for Gyarados and Ice Beam for the rest of the Pokemon. Then you go against your rival. You got something to take out everything he has. So the end game is not going to be very hard either. And I can't find what this Pokemon's going to have struggles. The only thing I can think of is we might at some point be over leveled, and we might have problems with like Blaine's gym, maybe like Sabrina's gym, because we are not be able to use our best stat, which is our special. That's the only thing I can think of. But in-game moveset, that's what it is. And if we wanted to do the badge boost, we could do that with Mimic. This question is, what do we get rid of? Probably be Body Slam because the other moves are more useful. Or I can get rid of Ice Beam for a certain person and add back in Blizzard. I don't know, something to that degree. But I doubt we'll need a badge boosting move. Let's go and go over the rules of this playthrough. So one of the rules of this playthrough is that we can only use the primary Pokemon in battle. I usually don't actually deal with this rule much anymore. I used to actually have to use other Pokemon, like some of our HM mules, to catch other Pokemon. But we don't have to anymore. I've found a way around that so we don't even have to waste our time. But running clock with 3 exceptions. 1 is Lieutenant Surge's Gym, 2 is Celadon City, and 3 is if we buy a move from the Rocket Game Corner. Number 3 is no glitches or exploits are allowed. So there's no Masingo glitch, there's no Pokédoll glitch. Can't use those. The only thing we can use is the badge boost, because if someone leers us, it does that automatically, and I'm not resetting every time that happens. So no items in battle. So we can use no items except for ethers, and that's just to counter my negligence. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are our moves, and let's go back up to the main slide, and I'll give you my prediction. I predict that this Pokemon will beat the game in under 40 minutes. So the best time we have at the moment of filming this is Articuno at like 49 minutes in some seconds. Okay, I think this will beat that by a good 9 minutes. I do have another Pokemon I think will beat Articuno, but I don't think it's gonna. I don't think that Pokemon's gonna come anywhere close to Mewtwo's time. Like I said, I usually will fight a little more battles to compensate for some things. I don't think we need to with this Pokemon. This Pokemon, you could probably skip some battles. You could probably use rare candies in some spots to get through some problems and go even faster. So I don't think we're going to have those problems that we would have with most other Pokemon. You literally look at this, in the first gym, Psychic's going to blast through the first gym, no matter what level you're at, because Rock Pokemon have low special. Okay? And you look through other gyms. I mean, Misty's gym maybe, because you don't have a great special move. But in the counter to that, she can't do much to you unless she does tackle, but that's a weak move, and you do have low defense compared to the rest of your stats. But I don't see that being a problem. I don't see, if I'm looking at Lieutenant Surge, he's not going to be a problem. Psychic's going to do the job, and we have high special to counter his Thunderbolt. And then as you keep going, there's just something for something. And this Pokemon is going to blast through all of that. It's going to be very powerful. It's going to be a very boring playthrough up until like the last part. More or less, you're watching this to see how fast it can get done. Because I promise you, like the first handful of battles are going to be just one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot, one shot. It's not even going to be close. And that's going to be the result of this Pokemon's playthrough. I think it'll be done in less than 40 minutes. I will try to get it down to 35. I don't think it will. I think it's going to take some next level planning to get it down to 35 minutes, really. But I think under 40 minutes is the goal. And I think we'll get it done around 38 to 39 minutes, honestly. But I will try to shoot for 35, but I don't see it happening. Okay. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What do you think our in-game moveset is? I mean, do you think I should use something else? I am filming this. This is the Wednesday before Moltres comes out. So I do technically have, like, about a week before I will start playing this. So if you have any ideas, comment now. Actually, you won't see this until right before the game. So never mind that statement. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below, what I should use. Maybe you'll inspire me to change up my moveset and run it again. I don't know. But let me know what you think. Yeah, this is the second to last video of my 1 through 151 playthrough. So let me know what you think. I do have some replays to do. I have a lot of stuff coming up. I have to redo. I said I would redo Ditto as soon as I finished out my 151 challenge. I do have some versus videos. I have some what if scenarios. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. What are you looking forward to? Do you have any ideas for movies? Let me know. Comment, like, share, subscribe, all that good jazz. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Friday.